After spending nearly a decade as one of Marvel's most prominent heroes, Chris Hemsworth has announced a break from acting. Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, we'll be discussing why Chris Hemsworth has decided to take a break from acting, and how he's coping after receiving a life-changing revelation. Chris Hemsworth has Alzheimer's? Let's find out. Chris Hemsworth is easily one of Hollywood's biggest stars, and among the highest-paid actors in the world. He began his acting career in 2004 when he starred in the Australian soap opera Home and Away. It wasn't until 2011 that the Australian native rose to international fame after landing the role of Thor, which also established him as one of the highest-paid actors in the world. After making $150,000 for his first turn playing the God of Thunder, Chris earned a staggering $30 million from 2017's Thor Ragnarok. His career continued to reach new heights, leading to a $15 million salary for each of the Avengers' two-part finale, Infinity War and Endgame. And now that he's been associated with the MCU for over a decade, it's no wonder Hemsworth earned a $20 million paycheck for Thor: Love and Thunder, which was released earlier in July. Overall, this was the actor's 9th time playing the God of Thunder, and with his recent MCU film, Hemsworth has become the first star of the franchise to lead a 4th solo film. Besides his work in the MCU, Chris has delivered several other impressive performances. Viewers have loved watching him in films like Snow White and the Huntsman, Rush, Extraction, and Ghostbusters: Answer the Call. Chris Hemsworth recently made headlines after he revealed that he may be at increased risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. As per reports, the 39-year-old star found out about his predisposition towards Alzheimer's while undergoing some genetic tests during the filming of his upcoming docuseries called Limitless. The idea that I won't be able to remember the life I've experienced, or my wife, my kids, this is probably my biggest fear, Chris says in one of the snippets from the show. It turns out that he has 2 copies of the gene APOE4, which only occurs in 2% to 3% of the population. This rare gene combination has been linked to an increased risk of developing the degenerative brain disorder, according to a 2021 study by the National Institutes of Health. Since receiving the news, Chris has been quite vocal about the issue and recently opened up about it during an interview with Vanity Fair. He said, "Most of us, we like to avoid speaking about death in the hope that we'll somehow avoid it. We all have this belief that we'll figure it out. Then to all of a sudden be told some big indicators are actually pointing to this as the route which is going to happen, the reality of it sinks in. Your own mortality." The MCU star also talked about his grandfather, who also has Alzheimer's. So given Chris's family history and genetic makeup, it's obvious that he's at a much higher risk of developing early onset Alzheimer's, which usually occurs somewhere between the 30s and the mid-60s. This realization forced him to take some time off, since he'd been slapping another movie on top of another movie. "It really triggered something in me to want to take some time off," he added. "I'm going to have a good chunk of time off and just simplify. Be with the kids, be with my wife." Having said that, the actor also pointed out that he has only received a cause for concern, not a hard diagnosis. "My concern was I just didn't want to manipulate it and over-dramatize it, and make it into some sort of hokey grab at empathy or whatever, for entertainment. It's not like I've been handed my resignation," he explained. Although Chris Hemsworth has decided to take some time off, he will still have more than enough money in the bank to live a mega majestic lifestyle. Thanks to his enormous earnings from the MCU, the actor is currently worth $130 million. This massive fortune also comes from lucrative endorsement deals and paid internships with high-end brands like Hugo Boss and Tag Heuer. He's also earned 7-figure sums by starring in advertisements and photo shoots for brands like Audi and Lexus. So even when he isn't filming blockbuster movies, Chris Hemsworth will be more than comfortable in his multi-million-dollar mansions, one of which is a $30 million compound in Byron Bay, Australia. The Thor star, along with his wife, Elsa Pataki, got this home built from the ground up in 2019. In total, the mansion has 6 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and a long list of luxury amenities, such as a 50-meter rooftop infinity pool, spa, sauna, media room, gaming room, indoor gym and cinema, not to mention indoor-outdoor kitchens and vast outdoor play areas. Chris also owns several other multi-million-dollar homes around the US, including a 4,600 square foot Malibu mansion that cost an estimated $3.5 million. The actor's lavish lifestyle wouldn't be complete without his fancy cars. Chris reportedly owns a variety of impressive SUVs, such as a $35,000 Cadillac SRX, a $66,000 Cadillac Escalade, and a $72,000 Audi Q7. He also splurges on luxurious vacations with family, for which he boards private jets to fly in style. That's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you soon. Until then, take care and goodbye.